What's going on, everybody? BrickBuilder here, and I am not in a great mood today, but we're going to be doing something very important today. I really have to talk to you guys about this. So we're in the Vanilla View series, but if you guys do enjoy, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. But so, a lot has been happening with this world recently, and it's all bad stuff. Like, there's been lots of chunk errors, as you can see in a previous episode, which I did clean them up. But now they're becoming way worse, and they're becoming a lot more frequent, and they're just becoming huge problems. So I'm not really 100% sure to do. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to now go to the one audience here, the Castlight family, who's very good at helping me out. And I'm going to need to ask you guys some pretty important stuff, because I can't deal with this. Like, if this doesn't, this needs to stop, sort of thing. You know, like, I can't keep playing on the world if it's just going to get corrupted, because I don't have the time to clean up everything. So I'm curious what you guys think. You know, should I start a new series? Should I end this one and just keep going with what I'm doing, you know? And if I'm going to start a new series, should I be modded, vanilla? What kind of series should I start? Because, like, this is a huge problem. I can't really deal with all this. I did want the series to be a lot longer, but, like, with all these issues, they're not going away, because the world is just getting corrupted and more corrupted as we go on. And I'm not even sure what's causing it. Like, there's nothing clearly, but, like, look, like, the houses are, like, destroyed. We had a whole segment of the world be ripped out, and this just doesn't work for long-term, you know, of the series. Because what's going to happen when this becomes bigger, or when it's breaking something that's even worse than just a couple chunks, and when almost everything's getting destroyed? That's going to be a huge problem. Like, look at this. Like, there's just chunks of the mess I'm missing and stuff, and I can't, you know, do this. Like, none of this is normal. I don't think I can stick with this world and safely deal with it. Now, yeah, I probably should have backed up the world, but this has never happened before, so my foresight really, you know, figured that I would be okay. Now, in the future, if we did something with mods, though, there are, like, auto backup mods and all that sort of thing. But I'm not really sure what to do about this. You know, I was really hoping the series would be a lot longer, and there'd be a lot more to do with it, because, I mean, I did have quite a lot of fun building in this world, you know, playing around. We had lots of resources, and we were really kind of enjoying, you know, all the different views that vanilla can give you. But, unfortunately, there's a lot that's been going on with this world, and I could world edit everything, but that's almost removes the vanilla aspect, and more importantly, it's never going to look exactly the same. There's no way to get it back to what it previously was without, like, you know, hundreds of hours of impossible work, which wouldn't be worth it, because I could put those hundreds of hours into another series that you guys would probably enjoy just as much. So, like, this is just a huge issue. Like, I can't really deal with this. Like, we had this whole area take a huge hit, and then, like, what's worse is, like, even after we fix this area, you know, like, the grass here got changed. You know, it's still a small problem, but it's still annoying that, like, this is all this color grass. Like, that just chunk over there. I mean, as much as I did love the world and I love vanilla, I have been considering that it's time to start a new series, and I'm going to look at this in a positive note, just like you should with everything in life. Even if something's negative happening, look at it in a positive way and it'll instantly be better. At least that's the way that I personally live, and that's kind of like my philosophy on life. So, I'm looking at this on the bright side and say, well, it could be worse. I mean, it definitely could. You know, we did have a great series for what it's worth. Our Mesa Village was pretty much completed for the most part. You know, we had this village here, and we've done a lot of cool things on the world while it did exist, you know, which is definitely awesome. So, I mean, you know, I think overall we did have a successful series, although it did end a lot shorter than I wanted it to. I'm still super, you know, happy with the content that I've made here and the product. And I feel like, well, this may not have been the best way to finish the whole world. It is definitely a unique way, because I don't really have this happening. And sometimes you don't get to end things perfectly. You know, the series was never a planned out, a formatted thing. It was a winged series, and this is a winged ending. And honestly, I'm sort of proud to say that the whole series worked out the way it did, and that what we made off of the very little idea of, hey, let's play vanilla, we made an amazing series with a lot of amazing builds, lots of amazing adventures in this one world here. And although it did sort of crash, and I never plan on releasing a world download to this, because, I mean, like, it's corrupted, I still do think that this was a quite amazing series and quite the amazing adventure, you know? And also, we did only manage to die 5 times in, okay, well, stats are ruined, but before the stats got destroyed in the world, we did manage to only die 5 times in, like, over 80 hours of gameplay, which I found quite incredible, because, you know, people tend to die a little bit more than that, especially in the early stages, which I was, you know, pretty proud of that. That's, like, a nice accomplishment, you know. Built the sandcastle here, which was a pretty big undertaking to take on that early into the series. And, of course, we can always do a vanilla views season 2. Is that something we end up doing in the cards? Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I don't know. Because we could go right into season 2 of this. We could do a modded series. We could do another vanilla series that's different. It's really all up to you guys and what you want to do. So obviously, I need you guys to let me know down in the comments below, though, because I'm not 100% sure what to do. So I'm going to go to you guys, and I need to know what you want and, you know, where your feedback lies and all that stuff is going to play a huge part. Because you guys do play a huge part in everything I do. But, you know, overall, hopefully this issue will get addressed. I'm not really sure what the issue is. You know, if I did, I would obviously report it to, you know, Minecraft and get it to be fixed, you know, and have people report it. But I don't know what causes it, and there's no clear way for me to fix this, because there's no backups of the world. So it's just a bit unfortunate because, you know, I did quite enjoy the series while it was a thing.